Good morning from the beautiful city of Antigua. We're about to start our climb to the Acatenango Volcano, which is the one that is next to the erupting Fuego Volcano, so you have spectacular views of the eruption from up there. The weather condition, as you can see, doesn't get any better than this. It's a perfect day. So we are expecting to have unforgettable views from up there. So let's start. We chose this company, which is called Huicho and Charlie's. They are very professional, very organized, and we decided that they were the ones who were going to take us up there. This is a view of the volcano we're going to climb from the city of Antigua. As you can see, the volcano to the right is Acatenango Volcano. The volcano to the left is Fuego Volcano, which is active all the time. We have an absolutely perfect day, and if you see on the other side here, we are focusing on the Agua Volcano, and it definitely does not get any better than this. The weather conditions are just perfect for this journey. My brother Juan Carlos, he's joining us to the excursion, and this is the agency, Huicho and Charlie. You can see it's a really beautiful place. Hi guys, good morning. So they got all the equipment you need here for rent. They got jackets, they got caps, they got bandanas, they got mittens, gloves, they got blankets, sleeping bags, even hiking boots. So basically there is no excuse for you for not going with the appropriate gear. Oh, right, they also have poles, by the way, up there. Are you guys ready? Yeah. First time there?
Yes. Yeah.
Oh wow, congratulations. You're gonna love it there. Yeah. Salud. Hi there.
Hello, hello.
Where do you come from?
New York City.
New York City. Your first volcano climb?
First time, yes.
Oh my goodness, you chose a really hard one, but you know it's the best.
I like the challenge.
All right. Hi guys, where do you come from?
Holland.
Holland, all right. Oh my God, you live at sea level. Okay, it's gonna be fun. You know, it's 4,000 meters, you know.
No problem, no problem.
All right, enjoy.
For the base camp, and then when you are in the base camp, you have three options. One of the options is stay in base camp because you guys feel tired, you guys feel not really okay, really good for continue next cycle. And the second option is going to the summit of Acatenango Volcano. That is 2 more hours, 1.5 hours going up and 30 minutes back to base camp. You got there to watch the sunset or sunrise, depending about the weather and also on your condition.
I just want to share a few words of warning with you. Climbing Acatenango is a fantastic experience, but it is by no means a walk in the park. It can be freezing, windy, and brutal up there. And also the altitude can take a toll on many people, especially those who live at sea level or near sea level. People have actually died while climbing Acatenango because of not following the basic safety guidelines. So there are a few things I want you to be mindful about. First, bring all necessary gear, especially to deal with the severe weather conditions. I will add at the bottom a list of the necessary things that you need to take so you can read it. Some of the gear like tent and sleeping bags are sometimes provided by tour operators. Also remember there will be no way to get food or clean water at basically no point of the trip. Second, go with a professional tour agency. Don't even think about doing this on your own. There are many paths where you can get lost and visibility can turn to zero in a matter of seconds. Here's the list of 3 agencies that I think are very good, professional, and organized. The road from Antigua to where we start our climb allows spectacular views of the Fuego and Acatenango volcanoes. It's a preview of the things to come.
¿Qué onda?
We are already at the beginning of a journey. They are waiting the backpacks here, so they are porteadores, you know, people who can carry your backpack depending on the weight. It will be between $20 to $25 each way. I will do it, you know. I don't want to be carrying too much stuff. So here we are. We are starting our journey at this little town called Aldea La Soledad, which is about 1 hour away driving from the city of Antigua Guatemala. By climbing the volcano, you are actually supporting the local community whose inhabitants rely enormously on tourism. Today we're going to climb from La Soledad, which is the start, all the way to base camp, which in this map is lap number 5, and which is about 3,425 meters above sea level. Tomorrow morning we're waking up very early to see the sunrise at the crater and to enjoy amazing views of the adjacent Fuego Volcano from the top. The Fuego Volcano is the one that is in constant eruptions all day long, so the views from the Acatenango are absolutely privileged. While climbing Acatenango Volcano, you will pass through 4 very distinct zones: the farmland, the tropical cloud forest, the alpine zone, and the volcanic zone. Each of them has a very unique landscape, climate, and of course level of difficulty. The first one, the farmland, is surprisingly one of the most difficult and steep stretches of the journey. Got here on our way up a group of survivors who already made it. Yeah. How was that, guys? Yeah. Okay, that's encouraging because I'm freaking scared. Yeah. The guy with the orange shirt is my guide, Whitman. And this is his brother Jordi, my porter, who's gonna take my purple weatherproof backpack all the way to the top. So with the help of my porter and my guide, I would ideally make myself my way to the top. Just wish me luck. Looks very tough. Already walking our way up. That's where we're going. The top of that. It's tough, but there we go. After 1 hour of tough vertical hiking, we made it to the entrance of the national park, where you buy your tickets. If you're Guatemalan, it will cost you 25 quetzales, about $3.25. And if you are a foreigner, it will cost you 50 quetzales, which is around $6.5. We are walking in an area that is a tropical jungle, like a tropical cloud forest, which is very, very lush. You see the vegetation there? Very shady. Actually, this is the nicest part of the climb. I really liked it. So we are already at 3,037 meters above sea level, and we're gonna stop for lunch. It's exhausting, but you know, so far it's been okay because there's been a lot of shade, so hopefully it continues like that. The landscape changes very quickly, and all of a sudden you're out of the cloud forest and into the high alpine forest. There are far less trees in this zone, most of them pine trees, and you start getting a feeling of the altitude. You are way above the clouds and you got actually pretty spectacular views up here. We are already 3,300 meters high, getting close to the base where we're gonna camp. And there's been beautiful views of the Agua Volcano so far. It's got cloudy now, but we saw amazing views. And I feel great. So we made it to base camp. This is our little tent. I'm gonna be here. And the tent is pretty complete actually. Look at it, it's got 2 sleeping bags there. It's pretty comfortable, I must say, you know? And the base camp is here, and the Fuego Volcano is right there. It's already erupting right now. Unfortunately, it's partly covered, but I hope it's gonna get a little bit better. It took us nearly 5 hours of tough hiking to get to this point, and the fact that the Fuego Volcano was covered by clouds was definitely disappointing. But guess what? The volcano was about to give us a very pleasant surprise. The layer of clouds that covered the volcano gradually but steadily dissipated. For a few minutes, the shape of the Fuego Volcano was completely wrapped by the surrounding clouds, and you could see the magnificent eruptions emerging above them. That was absolutely surreal. Now we're talking business. The cloud cover has nearly dissipated, and we can now enjoy amazing views of the perfectly conic shape Agua Volcano. We can even see at the distance the Pacaya Volcano, which is an active volcano just like the Fuego. And of course, the main star of our show, the Fuego Volcano, which will delight us with some spectacular eruptions in a matter of minutes. That's what we came here for, and I'm so glad we got it. And just when we thought that things could not get any better, the sun is setting. We have a full moon, which will allow us to see the night eruptions better. The clouds have totally dissipated, and now we have full visibility of the Fuego Volcano. We were a bit concerned when we arrived, but look at it now. As the sun sets, the temperature starts to drop very quickly. It is very important that you bring the right gear for dealing with the freezing temperature and the wind up there. We've been gaining altitude since the beginning of the hike, and some people could experience mountain sickness as well. In most cases, it's just a mild headache and a bit of nausea. If you already made it to base camp, as you can see in these pictures, you already have fantastic views of the Fuego and the Agua Volcano. The climb from base camp to the crater, even though it's only 500 meters, is difficult, steep, and slippery. You will definitely have great 360 degrees views from the crater. But the views you will have of the Fuego and Agua Volcano are very similar to the ones that you will have from base camp. So if you feel this is enough hiking for you, I can tell you that you have definitely not wasted your time. Oh my god, look at that.
Oh, mira eso.
Oh my goodness. Wow. Juan Carlos, venga a ver. Now that the sun has set, you can experience the sheer power of nature as the red lava emerging from Fuego Volcano becomes visible. Every 5 to 15 minutes there will be constant eruptions. Some will be mild, some will be spectacular. They all start in the same way, so there is no way to know which ones are going to be the most powerful ones. All the pictures and videos you're just seeing, they are all taken from base camp. Ahí va. La la. Oh my goodness, yeah! Wow! ¡Qué espectáculo! Solo terminé de filmar. You could spend all night at base camp contemplating those breathtaking eruptions, but we have decided to climb to the crater next morning, and we are supposed to start at 4:30 a.m. So at some point we just call it a night. We woke up at 4:30 a.m. and started our climb to the crater. It was cloudy, windy, slippery and freezing. Visibility was very limited, so I had to focus on the path in order not to fall or have an accident. Besides, I was wearing some thick gloves in order not to freeze my hands. So I couldn't make much video of this challenging part of the climb. Sorry guys, safety first. Because of the thick cloud cover, it was uncertain if we were going to be able to see anything at all up there. But again, the volcano was just testing our faith. After some difficult 75 minutes, we made it to the crater. I felt really proud of myself. The wind was so strong that no matter how loud I spoke, my voice couldn't be heard. But being there, experiencing the power of nature manifested through the wind, the cold, the beautiful sunrise, the idyllic mountain views, and the powerful eruption of Fuego Volcano next to us. There are no words to describe them all. Wow. No hay palabras. Increíble. From one side of the crater, you could see the volcanoes around Lake Atitlan, where the full moon was setting. From the other side, you could see the Fuego and the Agua Volcano, above which the sun was rising. I believe it's the first time I see both things happening at the same time. It was incredible.
¡Eso! ¡Hula! ¡Salió lo que quería! En 4K. Eso, pégate un poco a la orilla. ¡A la madre!
What comes up must come down, as the saying goes. So we started our descent over the 4 distinct zones through which we came up. The descent from the crater to base camp is quite fun, as you literally are sand skiing. In general, the descent is much faster than the climb. It took us 2 hours, whereas the climb took us almost 5. But it is also tricky, as you can easily fall and hurt yourself in the steep, slippery, sandy areas, especially in the farmland zone. So be careful and try not to run too fast. Well, we are almost finished. 45 minutes more, and we are back in our safety of our buses. It was an amazing experience, and you know, I have to say my guide was the best guy. Whitman, right? Whitman.
Yeah.
Sorry, I said Whitman. Yeah. You know, if it wasn't because of him, there is no way I would have done this trip. I would have given up. He was already supportive, so thank you so much, Whitman.
Yeah.
Muchas gracias,
You're welcome. It's a
Muchas
pleasure.
gracias, de veras, si no fuera por vos, no lo hubiera hecho.
Gracias,
Te lo agradezco
gracias.
mucho, ¿viste?
Gracias.
Wow, I can't believe it's happening, but it is. I am already about to get to the end of my tour and get my bus back to Antigua Guatemala. This has been an epic journey. There's no other way to describe it. I am so thankful that I managed to do it. It's tough as hell, it's gorgeous, and so many things happened there. I have no other way to say it. And there is the star, Whitman. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. You made it.
Yes.
You made it.
Yeah.
Good job, man.
Oh my God, this feels so good. Well, it's nice to be back home here in Antigua. It was a tough experience. Literally every muscle in my body hurts right now. It was tough, definitely. There was a moment, especially when I was walking on my way from base camp to the crater, where I thought I was not gonna be able to make it. You know, I had every part of my body telling me not to keep going, to just go back to base camp, and I just kept going and I made it. So yes, I feel proud. I feel proud about myself. I'm 55 years old. I've seen a lot of younger YouTubers posting their Acatenango experience and saying that it's been the toughest experience in their life. It was certainly one of my toughest as well. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, please don't forget to click the like button. And well, all my videos, this is the first of many more to come. I'm going to be trying to gather always as much relevant information for you as possible. So please, if you don't want to miss them, please don't forget to subscribe. There's going to be plenty more to come, I promise you. And in the meanwhile, hasta pronto, goodbye, and salud. Oh God, this is great. It's coconut and rum, my favorite.